To come to Manchester City and win in the Premier League in stoppage time?
Right.
What year? It was the one, 2012, Robin van Persie. I'm sure you remember the.
Oh yeah, I remember how that year went. How did that finish?
Let's turn our attention back to this one. From a Pep Guardiola perspective, what do you sort of learn from and react on a day like this? Because if he looks at the numbers that tell him we had 29 shots at goal, they had 2 and scored 2. Do you just put it down to a sort of freak result?
No, that's doing a disservice to Leeds. They've come here and obviously had a game plan. It's been hindered due to the sending off, and they've executed their second one throughout the second half and fully deserved that win. But in regards to Man City's numbers, yes, I think that's an odd situation. I don't think there'll be many games where they have 29 attempts on goal and only score 1 goal.
What amazing defensive, resolute, solid work from Leeds United.
Well, listen, you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to work to a man. You come into Etihad and trying to get a win, especially when you go down to 10 men. But listen, these guys were committed. They had their game plan at the beginning. Yes, it gets changed, and that's a big thing as well. You get a sending off. Some teams capitulate when it happens and they fold, and everything's all at sea. They seemed composed and calm. They all knew their jobs. They looked like they were absolutely under control in terms of where they're meant to be as individuals, but also as a collective. And like I said earlier, we can see all these defensive clips that there are also a cutting edge to Leeds. When they won the ball, they were getting up the other end of the pitch, slicing through Leeds at times. Not often, but when they did, they ended up getting a shot on goal a majority of the time, or an opportunity in front of goal. But I thought City at times, in the first half especially, they had a couple of half chances where you feel they could have done better. But again, you've got to give Leeds credit because, again, to come here, you do need to ride your luck a little bit. But at the same time, you've got to make your luck with the way you energised, the way you committed in your tackles, in your personal duels. And people run themselves into the ground. I mean, Calvin Phillips, I've got to give him special mention in midfield because I thought he got through a hell of a lot of work today. And Dallas, again, being at the other end when they won the ball in the transition, had that energy to get beyond.
Yeah, I can echo all them thoughts there from Rio. But as you said, you need luck when you're playing against these top teams, and they've rode their luck at times, but fully deserved to score with the 2 chances they had.
And isn't that what we want from newly promoted teams, to come into the Premier League and do that? I mean, we saw Pep looking furious there. You know, it's only the second time in his career that he's been beaten at home by a team who've just been promoted. But if you're going to come to the Premier League, play that way. Come and entertain us.
Yeah, they're not being conservative. They just throw everything at it. They go at it. They come to a game. I'd love to see it when the fans are in the stadium, because the reaction of the fans to see how committed they are on the front foot. There's never a step back with this Leeds team. Yes, they went down to 10 men and they maybe were a bit more conservative and cautious, but it's always on the front foot. And the fans at Leeds, the way they'd respond to that would be amazing in the Premier League.
Yeah, I can imagine.